What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the 5 different things that I wish I knew before I started day trading and swing trading. Here is everything you need to know. Let's go. Okay, so the number one thing is your trading journal. You need to start this early. You need to start it as soon as you start trading because this is super important. Your trading journal is what keeps track of all of your statistics, your win rate, your average loss, your average win, what percentage you are at each strategy or each charting pattern. Your trading journal is where you keep track of all of your information. It's kind of the equivalent of a pilot's flight log. You wouldn't trust a pilot that was hiding his flight log and wouldn't show you his hours in the air, would you? Well, the trading journal is the exact same thing. The trading journal is where you log your trades, you keep track of what strategies you use, you keep track of which strategies work best for you, and you figure out what your average return is, your average risk return, and you can basically dial in your strategy using the information that you pull from a trading journal. This is the most important thing, and it is your number one tool when trading, because no matter how good your chart is, no matter how good your setup is, if you don't have a good trading journal to pull information about your specific trading from, you are never going to be able to refine your specific strategy. And so this is number one. So it's kind of like a flight log. It tracks your performance, and this is how you refine your strategy. The trading journal is how you figure out what works best for you. Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Are you really good at trading gappers? Are you really good at trading early in the morning, late in the afternoon? What works best for you? You figure out all of that information from your trading journal. Okay, number 2 is your strategy. Before you sit down at your computer and you make your first trade, you need to figure out a strategy. When I talk about a strategy, I mean what stocks are you buying? What causes you to buy them? What is your entry point, your exit point? And what is the goal here? What is the risk return you're willing to accept? All of these different things come into your strategy. And so when I say strategy, I mean to say that you need a strategy before you make your first trade. You need to test out your strategy using a practice account. You need to refine your strategy using your information from your trading journal, and you need to be able to write it down. If you cannot accurately convey your strategy to a piece of paper or an online message, you do not have a strategy. You need to refine it, you need to simplify it, and you need to be able to convey it to other people. Otherwise, it's just too complicated, and I don't believe you, to be totally honest. Number 3 is a practice account. A practice account is the best tool that you will ever use because it is fake money that allows you to trade in the real market. Now, some of them apply commission, some of them don't. So how realistic your practice account is depends on which broker you use. I personally recommend Questrade. If you're looking for a day trading broker and you want to try out Questrade, definitely check out the links down below. It will give you $50 in free commissions when you sign up and you create an account. They also have a great charting platform and great data that you can pull from it. So I highly recommend Questrade, and they do have a practice account that is completely free, so I definitely recommend it. But a practice account allows you to test new strategies, it allows you to test new trades, and it allows you to experiment. So if you're not sure how a specific order duration works or a specific order type, you don't have to mess it up with your real money. You can open up your practice account, you can make a couple trades, you can see how it reacts, and you can get used to trading with that specific order type, that duration, that option, whatever you decide, you can test it out in your practice account. You can also test in and hone and refine your trading strategy using a practice account so you don't have to use your own money. This is definitely what I recommend for beginners. You need to make money in a practice account before you make money in the real world, and you should not have FOMO or fear of missing out or be worried about not spending your real money, because if you're gonna lose it, it's better to lose the fake money, and there's always gonna be more opportunities ahead. So don't even worry about that. Don't let it cross your mind. The market is gonna be here for the next 25 years, and there's gonna be just as good opportunities next year as there is right now. So use the practice account first. You will learn so much from it, I promise. Okay, now number 4 is risk management. This is where I think a lot of people drop off. They get the cool computer with the lights, they got Questrade set up or whatever platform they use, they got all the monitors and they got a strategy. Now they start trading, but they forget to talk about risk management. And so what I mean by risk management is, what is your target exit? At what point do you want to get out of this stock, or at what point are you happy with the profits? What is your stop loss? So if you're wrong on this stock and it goes the other way, at what point are you going to get out? And then position sizing. How much of your entire portfolio are you going to dedicate to this position? This is probably the most important aspect of risk management, because if you put too much capital into one specific position, it can offset your entire portfolio, and that is usually the number one way that people mess up, is having too large of a position in one single stock. The next one is diversification. So this one is a little bit similar, but let's say you have great position sizing, but you're all in the same industry. Well, that's not a good solution either. What you want to have is maybe 20 stocks at 5% of your portfolio each, but you want to have them in different industries. And so that is referred to as diversification. So between position sizing and diversification, those are your 2 strongest aspects with regards to managing your risk. And then it comes down to executing a trade according to your trading plan and your risk return ratios that you are looking for. The last aspect of risk management is upcoming events. So if the company is releasing earnings tomorrow, is about to put out a major release, is expecting an FDA approval, or is super susceptible to any changes in the economy or government announcements, those are things that you are going to want to consider before you actually make that investment. Okay, now the last aspect of this is time. I wish I had known how long this was going to take, because it is not going to happen overnight. It is not going to happen in 1 week. It is going to take a lot of time to understand how the markets work, how they interact with each other, how to actually make your trades, how to put together a strategy, and how to backtest that strategy so that going forward you can refine it, you can improve it, and you can improve as a trader in general. That is not going to happen overnight. That is going to take a lot of time, because trading is a skill just like any other profession. If you're an NBA basketball player, if you're a bricklayer, if you're a roofer, if you're an accountant, whatever it is, you're never going to be good at it on the first day. It is going to take time to hone your craft, refine your skill, and improve yourself to get better at whatever you are trying to achieve. So this is going to take time, and you need to understand that, and you need to be willing to learn as much as possible. There are plenty of different resources online. You've got YouTube channels, you've got different courses out there, and if you're interested in basically a bundle that puts everything together for you, I do have a course on Skillshare. It is completely free for 2 weeks, so if you're interested in signing up, there is almost 9 hours of content on there that walks you through the entire stock market, how it works, how to analyze stocks, how to trade, and how to build your strategy and refine it. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out my link down below for a Skillshare stock market course. I also have a link down there for $50 towards Quest Trade and a trading journal. It was the first point in this video. I definitely think it is one of the most important, and if you're interested in an online trading journal, I use TraderSync. I highly recommend it, and it is linked down below. I also have a one-page trading strategy that you can download if you're interested by checking out my website, zachhartley.com. And if you get any value out of this video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I sincerely appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.